Hello, welcome back to Age of Empires 2 for another game of CBA. I'm playing as the Slavs, and my allies are the Huns, the Magyars, and the Italians, so very much cavalry focused. Our opponents are the Persians, the Malians, the Incas, and the Koreans, so the Incas in particular are going to be quite awkward to deal with, but hopefully we can avoid them. We are all faster than them after all. Let's get going. Hopefully the Italians are going to focus down the Persian player, because that is not a good fight for me, and it's an even worse fight for my allies. Fortunately, because we do have the Huns, we should be able to pretty much just ignore a lot of these units and focus entirely on getting raises. Once we can open these guys up, we should have what we need to actually take them down, raid their castles, go for a nice quick win. I think that's going to be the best way to do this, because I don't see any reason we should really draw this out. It's going to depend on what the Huns does. So far they're focusing on the Persians, which is probably exactly the right thing to do, although personally I recommend if you're playing as the Huns you should probably focus on attacking all of the opponents at once, just so that you're a bit less predictable and a bit harder to defend against. Incas have managed to box in the Magyar player. I don't really want to get involved there, it's not a good matchup for me. It's better than it is for the Huns, but even so, okay, so Italians need to focus on Indians and Persia, and I'll try and focus on just opening the path for him to do that. I would like to go for raises, but I think I realistically just need to help make things as easy as possible for the Hun player. Surprisingly, he's not been attacked yet.
Yes.
Yeah, managed to scare off the Koreans there. And blue is open, yellow's already attacking him. Manages to sneak in with a big force there. We should actually be able to get in now ourselves. There's a small block there, but they're on aggressive stance, so orange will be able to ride right past all those. And I should be able to come in, go around the left here, hopefully do some damage. In the meantime, purple's already got villages, so that's good. If we do end up going for quite a long game, that's a good sign at least. As yeah, it looks fairly open on the left here. I should be able to get this raise. And yeah, we're pretty much just overwhelming this guy. They're not really doing a great job of defending him. I'm completely open here, but Inca's not going for me. Not great raises, so even if they tried, they wouldn't have too much luck, as yeah, we managed to take down the first castle. Let's start focusing down the second. They are not making much of an effort to rescue their friend here. I think the Koreans is attempting to do so, but having no luck at all. Blue attempting to go for the purple player, but purple will be able to keep him out easy, so that's fine. Inca's finally coming to attack me, I think. Some problems down here. Hun player is being attacked very heavily, has lost the castle, but hopefully we can take down the blue player before we lose him, and should be able to go and rescue him. Not too worried about what's going on with these, I should just be able to completely ignore them. It's much more important that I try and save orange if I can. Not sure if the Italians are aware of this, they need to go in and try and help out. I'll focus on defending too, once we take down the blue player at least. If we can keep this at a 3v4, we should be fine. And so yeah, this castle's definitely going to go down. I've got really nice armor with these, so the war elephant's not going to be able to kill me very easily, and we have already taken out the host, so that's great. Over here, meanwhile, things are looking relatively safe, so that's good. Purple is completely safe, completely walled up. Incas have opened me up, and they do get a good matchup, but they're not going to be able to take down my castles. I didn't even realise I had villages too, so that's completely fine, I can easily wall that up. Okay, I'm going to try and draw them towards the castles. A little bit risky for my villagers, but he's not willing to go for that, so that's fine. Probably the right decision. He wouldn't have had a great time taking on my castles. Some very weakened units here. Not a great fight, but just want to drive them away from my base if I can. Okay. They're moving off somewhere. Not really sure where they're going. Possibly to defend the green player, but I don't think that's the right thing to do. Yellow is walled up, he's got a villager there. Orange managed to snipe it though, so that's great. No real defense at the Malian's base, so let's go for that. And yeah, I do need to help with this actually. Alright, wall's gone up successfully. Let's try and finish the wall at the front. So yeah, you don't get a great pop as the Slavs, just a 65. Some of which are villagers, obviously. Gotta be careful here. Because it's 3v4, we should be fine. I just need to keep them nice and distracted while the Huns does his thing. So yeah, it doesn't look like they're gonna go for the attack on my base. I'm not sure if they're actually aware I have villagers. They should be. But it looks like they're going to focus on attacking the Italians, which is completely fine. I've probably made a mistake here just by going for this. Firstly, it's a bad fight, and secondly, potentially drawing attention to my villagers, but we have finished off the front wall, so that's great. Pull back, repair the gate, and don't really want to be taking this fight at all. Really bad fight for the Magyars, but shouldn't matter too much. We can actually push into Red's base, as Red does have villagers too, so we have to be a little bit careful. Probably best off focusing on the Koreans, just in case he doesn't have villagers yet. Okay, so there is a defense there. They know it's coming. I'm going to send these around the side just in case the other players are trying to sneak a villager through to wall up green. Green might already have villagers for all I know. After all, the Italian player has lost a couple of gates. No sign of any villagers though. Of the other players. Too soon to tell. Yeah, he does have villagers. Okay, so all of them are villagers, so we're in it for the long haul. Still, it's 3v4, so just have to be fairly sensible, and not too much can go wrong. The Slavs might be an interesting choice to go for barracks, just because they do get that splash damage in the Imperial Age. But still probably not quite the right choice. We'll play it safe with stables. I put these in the wrong place, but never mind. We're gonna be fine. Let's see, up to 100 kills. Still needs a wall. I mean, I guess he does. They're not gonna be able to take him down, but I'll give him what he wants. Let's see, so we've mostly opened this up. This guy's still in feudal age, so the stables are gonna be pretty useless. Oh crap, I didn't even notice that. I'm not sure what that villager was doing, but yeah, it's not going to be able to escape. We'll be easily able to close this down. He might have another one. Not too sure. Gonna have to try and open up these gates, I think. Let's see how much HP this has left, I can't quite tell. Teal does need a raise. I'm gonna try and open that up. And take it. Yeah, everything's completely safe over here. Elsewhere, they have managed to actually box in the Magyars. Magyar actually has a really horrible matchup here. I should be okay against the Gebetos, let's go for those. Yeah, I need a lot more units than this, to be fair. Okay, so the Huns, meanwhile, I'm not really sure what he's up to. This is open now. And he's not actually walled at the back. Okay, so we can actually go for a push. That's going to be much more worthwhile, I think. I'm trying to fight the Gebetos. We can clear out the units too, that's great. Easy raise there as well. 43 HP. guys are not coming to defend their friends, that's fine. I think once we've cleared out the units, we should have a pretty good time here. Not really sure what's happened to the Tarkans. Ah, he's given up. Didn't even notice that. Okay, great. I'm particularly relieved because this is my 6th CBA recording in a row, and I'm not even sure any of the other 5 are usable. Like, it's just been one of those days. We've had a lot of bad games. And I really just wanted a very simple, quick game that I could upload. Because it has been over 3 months since I last played CBA. Apart from the other 5 games, of course. For those of you who aren't aware, I deliberately stayed away from playing CBA for the last 3 months during COVID lockdown. I didn't have my microphone and I didn't want to use this kind of $2 headset that I was working with in my other series. It was absolutely awful. But yeah, this one's pretty much in the bag. Let's see. Yeah, so purple's got a few crossbowmen he can use. They can try and drag this out if they want, but obviously it's 2 versus 4, so we should be fine. Let's see. This is obviously not a good fight, but still. There's nothing they can really do to us. I do need to get to the castle age, so I'm willing to take a bad fight. Helps get this guy some kills too. Do actually manage to win that. Thought it would go a lot worse than that, but that's great. Yeah, so we're not going to be able to push through here, obviously. A load of Kamioks just blocking that one spot. Better off attacking the Malians, I think. Gonna need more than this, but we should be able to build up a good mass soon. I'm gonna pull back. These will clear out the Kamioks fine, but I probably have to help out against the Eagle Warriors. Let's see. So, Magias is going all out for the Malians. He does have quite a few camels, but still mostly Gabetos, so I can probably help. Let's see. I've got quite a few villagers. Just gonna put up a few general buildings. I could do them in the base, but these guys already have villages and it's fairly risk-free. Yeah, I'm not really sure what they're planning to pull off here. Although, having said that, my last game was literally just a last stand. I think we went down to 2v4, so it was literally exactly like this, and we just held out for as long as we could. But it would have been a complete waste of time to upload that. Got nearly 2,000 kills though, so that was fun. This is not a good fight for me, but I need to get myself to the castle age somehow. And there's not really anything else I can fight. Ideally I need my allies to come in and help me out, because this is not great. On the upside, the Italians of course are going to absolutely destroy the camels, so if I can lure them in towards those, should be fine. A few archery ranges going up if we want to diversify a bit in castle age. Yeah, he's starting to thin out a bit. He is Imperial Age. If I can close in on the Gabetos, I should be alright. Camels are going to get lots of kills against me. Yeah, even the Gabetos, to be fair, they do take out Boyars pretty well. Got the 7 pierce armor, but it's going up against 15 attack, so yeah, he has finally quit. So I think it's a matter of moments until Yellow does the same. There we go.
It is good to be the king.
Alright, fairly happy with that. I can finally rest now. Not an amazing game, obviously, no massive challenge to it, but Huns did play very well, and we managed to take out the blue player before they could really do anything much. They did manage to do quite a lot of damage to the Huns player, but not fast enough, and we were able to defend them too. So yeah, they should have been a lot faster, of course, to defend the Persians, and once we took them down, it was pretty much in the bag. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.